Wow, the Rockets are really not being pushed here in free agency. This is actually kind of crazy, the kind of move that they're looking at doing right now. For those of you who haven't heard, the Houston Rockets are asking for a huge return for Victor Oladipo in this upcoming trade deadline. The Rockets are actually asking for the 2021 first round pick from Minnesota or James Wiseman, and this is all being reported by Connor Letanonu. I think that's how you say his name. I've got no clue. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But of course, we've known for so long now that the Golden State Warriors are interested in Victor Oladipo. I'm not exactly too much of a fan of it. I think it will be pretty interesting, but again, I really don't know much. You know, I not know that much. I don't think they should just really go out and do it. You know, we've seen that they've tried to do this before, where they tried to have D'Angelo Russell and Steph Curry, and they were going to do a D'Lo at the shooting guard, Steph at the point guard, and Klay Thompson at the small forward, and we obviously never got to see that, because Steph and D'Lo didn't really work out exactly that great, and there was a huge push for the Timberwolves to try and get D'Lo. They offered up literally a pretty stupid trade. Like, I mean, they should have never gotten rid of that first round pick, if you ask me, but again, the Warriors took a massive W on that, where they got Andrew Wiggins and a first round pick for a guy that didn't even make sense for their team. So huge W for the Warriors in that trade. But I just don't think they should go and experiment it again. Like, I mean, look, of course Oladipo's a way better defender than what D'Lo is, but I just still don't think Klay Thompson should be guarding the small forward position when he comes back. Like, I mean, he's had an Achilles injury, an ACL injury now, and you want him to guard 6'9" players like LeBron James and Tobias Harris. That is absolutely ridiculous. You can't expect 6'5" injury-prone Klay Thompson to be able to go up head-to-head against Tobias Harris or LeBron James. They're going to kill him. It's just an actual fact. So, again, I don't like that at all. I think they need to stick with, you know, Wiggins at that small forward position. I think that makes a lot of sense in my opinion. But when we also look at it, you know, like this as well, I honestly believe that the Rockets they'd be getting a great return if they were able to make this trade happen. I don't think the Warriors are going to trade James Wiseman. I think they're going to keep hold on to him for a little bit at this point. I genuinely also believe they're really going to be wanting to keep that first round pick, because for those of you who don't know, it is top 3 protected. And yes, the Minnesota Timberwolves currently have the worst record in the league right now. I do expect that they will eventually pass the Houston Rockets, who are on a 20-game losing streak at the time of making this video. That is absolutely insane that they've lost 20 games in a row. I feel really bad for Rockets fans. But again, the Timberwolves, they're slightly making a comeback. Like, I mean, Malik Beasley, who's missed some games through injury, I believe, as well. I think he'll be coming back. D'Angelo Russell will be coming back from injury. Looks like Cat's finally gotten on the court and he's actually starting to play some consistent games. Anthony Edwards as well. He's like a new Rookie of the Year candidate. He's been very, very good. I think Ricky Rubio's been just average, but again, even players like Jared Vanderbilt have been pretty good. I think that the Minnesota Timberwolves will be passing the Rockets, which means they will have the second highest lottery odds for pick 1. But as we've seen with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have had the second highest lottery odds for 2 years in a row, it always doesn't really work like that. Like, the Cavs fell down to pick 5 2 years in a row. There is a huge chance the Timberwolves fall out of the top 3, which means that the Golden State Warriors will actually get to keep their pick, because again, it's top 3 protected, which means the Warriors could have pick 4 or 5 in this upcoming draft, which is absolutely crazy to me. You know, absolutely crazy to think about. I just think it's really interesting, considering Steph Curry's injured right now. I don't think the Warriors will lose too many games, because I believe Wiggins is going to pop off. But again, if Curry's out for the next 6 weeks, which is, I believe, what it's believed to be, let's just say what that's about, I don't even know, maybe like 15 games, I think. Something like that. Let's just say they only win 5 of those games and they lose at least 10 of them, maybe. The Warriors could also have another top 15 pick to top 10 pick, which means they will have a top 5 pick and a top 15 pick potentially in this draft, with Klay Thompson coming back, and with some flexibility in the cap as well, with Kelly Oubre becoming a free agent, and of course, you know, Andrew Wiggins could potentially be getting traded as well. So they're going to be wanting to keep hold of these players. There's no way they trade this for Victor Oladipo. If they're going to trade for Victor Oladipo, I think they will trade a protected first round pick in the future, and Andrew Wiggins. I think that's what would most likely get the deal done. You know, some would argue Wiggins is better than Oladipo. I still think Oladipo is better. Not just that, I also believe that Oladipo will be on a much cheaper contract and fits some other teams better than what Wiggins does, but not the Warriors. I think Wiggins fits the Warriors better as a small forward option. You know, wing option as well. Oladipo is more of that shooting guard specific player that can also play, you know, just the double guard position and point guard as well. I don't really like this at all by the Golden State Warriors. I, you know, kind of hope that they don't do this, but I guess we'll see. It's going to be really interesting to see what they kind of go forward and what they kind of look at when it does come to this. I don't think they will trade, of course, their top 5 pick or James Wiseman. So if you're a Golden State Warriors fan, I wouldn't exactly be worrying if I was you guys. But again, I think it's going to be very interesting. Of course, I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Do you guys think that the Golden State Warriors should, of course, go ahead and trade for Victor Oladipo? Do you guys think the Houston Rockets are asking for too much? Or do you guys think he's worth, like, James Wiseman, a top 5 pick? Again, I'd definitely really like to know all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. But of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the latest NBA content, NBA news. Don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel, MIRL/long channels if you haven't already. And check out my podcast as well, which will also be linked in the description down below. But as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.